We ready, Austin?
You guys are rolling.
All right. And we are in the building. I will name this podcast later, episode number 38. It's your man, Jump Off Joe Beasy.
It is.
I haven't said Jump Off Joe Beasy in a long time, and you sound like shit. So
thank you.
Wake up, fix your voice, Monty the Body.
I am here.
There you go.
Hey.
Let's get some energy in
All
here.
right.
We got Michael Roars here.
Good evening, everybody.
In a very casual outfit today.
Still a nice sweater, though.
Not
Ooh,
nice.
It is pretty casual for Roars.
Yeah, for Michael Roars, yeah.
No, it's got a nice... It's from J. Crew. It's still...
Yeah, it's still kind of... It's still one of those.
Yeah. Some shit I could have got at H&M for $5, but instead paid $70 at J. Crew.
Before we forget...
Yo, J. Crew, H&M, and Zara that have collectively gotten American Apparel the fuck out of here.
No, they're like done.
American Apparel's bankrupt.
Yep.
Good.
You thoughts are not fucking spending enough money.
Fucking good.
Why'd you look at me? I don't shop there.
I do like women that
You're just
wear
here.
the American Apparel socks, though. I am into that.
H&M has good socks.
I like a bunch of shit for bitches in American Apparel. But anyway, that's a separate...
Hold on. Congratulations to Siobhan and Karan on the birth of their baby, Kennedy Elise, today. Didn't want to forget
Of
that.
course, if we had a sound bite to clap and
Yeah, definitely.
party.
Shout out to
Friends
them.
of the show.
You people may know Karan. He's produced on countless Joe Budden projects, part of SLV. Siobhan's a good friend. So congratulations to them. Number one, I need to text them.
You didn't. I did a group text this morning as soon as I found out.
I haven't texted anyone in about a week. I've had a really wild
Yo,
week.
that kind of makes our group chat a piece of shit because there's like 10 of us and no one said shit to Karan in it.
Oh my God, are you guys for real?
Wow. Let me do that right now.
Oh my God.
Yeah, let me do that right now.
And they listen every week. So guys, if you know, this is why y'all got the text right now.
Congratulations. I've been busy all day. I've been tied up. But let me hit you. No,
Did you guys see the picture? Oh my God, she's
I haven't
so
seen the
cute.
picture. So y'all do that. You text the group chat from both of us, of course. You pull up the pictures.
Congrats, Karan, just from me.
Oh, I fucking deleted the
You're a real
thread.
dick,
Why do I
Rory.
do that all the time?
Anyway, listen. To go from we have to go from life to death here really quickly because I want to say rest in peace to an amazing man, Pastor Ron, Rev Ron, very well known man in New Jersey, the pastor and reverend at Christian Love Church on Lyons Avenue in Irvington, passed away on Friday. I was extremely close to this man. He was my pastor. He's the pastor I spoke about in Only Human, and just a very likable, lovable, welcoming man with a very non-traditional style of preaching. He just welcomed, you know, they say all churches welcome all sinners, but this church, he spoke to the dealers, he spoke to the users, he spoke to the prostitutes, he spoke to the gangbangers, he spoke to the killers. Like he just... I can't say enough about this man. So I want to send prayers out to his entire family. I want to send prayers out to everyone who attends Christian Love, and the entire congregation. You will be missed severely. And that kind of brought me to another topic. Now, not to say that this is happening there, because I don't know the specifics on Pastor Ron's life and what's going on. But just in thinking and talking to a few people, this is what happens. What happens is men and women get married, right? Men and women get married. Often at times, I'm not talking about today. I'm talking about like other generations, because nobody gets married today. But men and women get married. The guy fucking does whatever he does. The woman sticks around. She stays. She grows a resentment. The man dies before the woman, and then she just takes out all of her anger in his demise. Again, not saying that is what's happening there because I do not know. These are two totally separate, unrelated incidents. But I just know quite a few people who, after their death, things was a mess. Like, because of marital...
Discrepancies?
Discrepancies is a great word.
Yeah, because we don't have we never plan on dying.
You don't have your affairs in order.
We don't have our affairs all the way in order. I know a million people who are separated but still legally married. I mean, shit, we just saw it with Chloe and Lamar.
And the only reason she called up, the main reason she called off the divorce was because he's still on her health care and she wanted to make sure that all that was well.
She running around
thoughtful.
town doing whatever the fuck she doing and they're still married. So, I mean, I say all of that to say it's really important to have your affairs in order, your will, your life insurance, just anything that needs to be done, because tomorrow's not promised and you never know when it can happen. Now,
I guess we'll just keep procrastinating death.
hopefully. Hopefully. Now that is out the way, I have so much to talk about. I had an amazing week, but we're not going to dig too much into my week because bitches be listening.
He was fucking mad bitches on tour.
No, not quite. No, not at all, actually. There was no sex going on tour. Very similar to the Champagne Room. No, but I just had a really good week that I won't divulge too much of because bitches be listening and then they want to call me and text me asking me about shit I said in the podcast. And then I got to say, yo, ma, that's just a podcast, ma. Like, you got to chill. Like, I just got to give compelling content to the people that's listening. Like, you know the real me, yo.
There we go.
Oh my God.
And it works.
Yeah.
But anyway, so last week, right?
know.
So last week, and we're going to touch on this very briefly. Last week, we did the tax podcast on Monday, right? And then we did our podcast with Amber on Tuesday, right?
Yes.
Was that Tuesday? I didn't really feel the need to touch on the tax podcast at all because I didn't feel like it was anything worth discussing. But per my usual, how I feel and how other people feel are two totally different. Wait, I really didn't see this story picking up so much steam.
Yo,
but
everyone keeps asking us about that shit.
It did.
Yeah.
So here I am.
That shit is like a hot fucking topic.
Well, I went there to do the podcast with this gentleman, right? A gentleman by the name of Tax Stone. We had Combat Jack on the week before Amber, and I was very excited about going to do this podcast because I thought that between him and I, we've both followed each other for quite some time. I thought there would be a lot of compelling content to come from this podcast. So I was eager because I love compelling content. So I go in there and it was just bad. It just wasn't
good.
It just wasn't good. And I would like to think that I was open-minded.
I haven't watched or listened.
Walking into it. It was just like a half-hearted barrage of personal attacks.
Yeah, from what I read, he got frustrated and he was like pulling out old shit just because.
Well, I mean, he asked me about the battle, which is semi-relevant. That's fine. But I started with I disagreed. So, I mean, then he had a whole conversation with himself and then was mad I disagreed when I started with I disagreed. So then he asked me about Esther, which is pretty old. And he asked me about the Wu-Tang shit, which is pretty old. He didn't ask me anything current or pertinent to my today.
Right.
And I still would like to think I answered everything accordingly. But anyway, I say all of this to say, right? I guess it did make for an interesting exchange because let me tell this to the people that don't know me. I'm not very easily angered or offended. And I do a pretty good job at articulating myself and exactly what I want to say. Sometimes that doesn't bode too well when you're talking to people, when you're talking to one of the duller knives in the drawer. There, I'll put it that way. So that was that. But I mean, I'm glad the people enjoyed it.
It also wasn't as heated as it came across on the audio or the way people perceived it. You know,
well, I didn't think it was heated at all.
No, I know. But how it was perceived was quite the opposite. It seemed like people were really upset, people were really arguing. Wasn't the case. I think everyone laughed as people were walking out, and Tax laughed at the end too. Nobody was really upset. Like this has turned into it's an actual beef when it's clearly not.
No, I mean I wouldn't think so. But I think that for the general public, when you hear a man irate and raising his voice, you think you become alarmed.
Yeah,
you think something is wrong.
But that's like in his nature, isn't it? He's just like a
that's just him.
Like, yeah,
he's just loud like that. I guess
East
I
New
never
York, B.
I never once felt like he was directing those screams toward me. I just felt like he was.
I think he would say the same thing.
Felt like he was screaming. But I am glad that he had a good podcast. That probably will never happen again, and him and I probably will never converse because if that's what the conversation's like, then what's the point? And here we are. We're back.
Yeah.
Hello.
You're both lunatics.
Yeah.
Well, I am 100% a lunatic.
Both of you.
That is absolutely
You're both
a valid
fucking.
statement.
I just think we're different types of lunatics.
Yes.
But I mean, anybody who's listening to my music, I hold no fucking quarrel about being
Is that
a
a
lunatic.
Red Bull?
Sugar-free? What a faggot.
Yo, that's all
Yeah.
they had in the store.
Oh my God, Rory. So listen.
Oh, I'm a diabetic.
So,
chill.
Are you really?
No.
oh man, I would have felt bad for me.
Yeah,
My mother's
same.
diabetic.
Oh, that's nice.
Diabetic adjacent.
Diabetic adjacent.
No. You're not getting your mom's sympathy. Oh my God, what's wrong? You're a lunatic.
Yeah, I'd agree.
So yesterday, boom, 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 all my trouble. I give you $100. You tell me you sing that song, Marisa.
Yep.
Yep.
So anyway.
Today's generation. Anyway, so listen. So
Shazam it.
We're Shazam Joe singing fucking
I don't have
the
that ad
Beatles.
anymore.
Listen. So let's dig into this Wale Meek shit some more, because nothing I love more than fucking laughing at Meek's fucking. Nothing I love more than laughing at Meek just looking like a fucking nut.
They're both fucking nuts.
Whoa. You hate Wale, so wait a minute.
Oh, I'm the only neutral one here.
I'm neutral.
You beef with Meek. Marissa beef with Wale.
I love Meek and Wale.
I'm the only one objective here.
No, he beefed with me. I was fine.
It's valid.
Marissa really does hate Wale, though. So even though he has done absolutely nothing wrong in this entire exchange, she will find a way to kick his back in.
I do say that Wale is not in the wrong in this situation, and he is reacting pretty cool and funny.
Different.
I
Very different.
I like his
So
responses.
let's update the listeners here for the people that haven't heard. Meek is being emotional again, and
Shocker.
he's dissing
Water
Wale.
is wet.
Yeah, he's dissing Wale.
But how about he really tried to kick Wale out of MMG, and Ross was like, "Yeah, no, that's not how that works, bro."
Well, this is the second Instagram post. Let's go back to the first one when he said, "This is my last time doing this internet shit again, I think." Which was my favorite part of that sentence.
That was my favorite part as well.
Because he then put up a post. Was he in DC that night? Is that why he said MMG DC without the fuck
Dream
boy?
Chasers, people. Dream Chasers.
What are you talking about? I thought
That's
he
what
said in
DC
DC.
stands.
Yeah,
No.
I misunderstood that.
Dream
Okay.
Chasers.
All right, I'm wrong there.
Well, he needs to write that out.
Or
Dream Chasers is not.
if
of
DC
that
is going to
ilk.
be Dream
Yeah.
Chasers, then he has to write District of Columbia. Something we need to
Yeah, they need to
differentiate
separate
here.
that.
Okay.
But anyway, so Ross tried to fix it,
Yeah.
and he tried to twist the Meek Wale beef into promo for
An album that has
for-
not been recorded.
Yeah, probably not even a discussion yet. Self-made
self-made
for.
seven, you know.
Self-made for.
It's one of the self-mades.
One where they're all going to sit at
Four.
a table on the album cover and it's going to say self-made on it.
Exactly. So that didn't quite work, and now they're beefing again. And Wale has taken all of this extremely well, very un-Wale-like. He has not spazzed. He's been very sarcastic, very
Funny even.
very condescending, very funny, very witty, very quick. I like it.
I'll take it.
So now what happens though?
They're going to keep being little kids until a
Is that
check gets in the
plural?
way.
I think only one person's being a
It's
little
valid.
kid here.
Okay. And they're going to keep being a kid, and then one's going to keep reacting until a
Well,
check gets
obviously
in the way.
something happened in the background between these two Instagram posts. Because this Meek shit came out of nowhere again.
I mean,
Because Ross tried to fix it with his open-ended boss talk that he does all the time. Like, yo, they're both bosses. I'm a boss. Bosses don't act this way. Bosses gonna be bosses. When you put two bosses in a boss room, it's
I
hard to
hate
be
it.
a boss.
Yeah, I hate
That's
it.
what he
I
does
hate
to
it.
try to fix things.
well, maybe Ross is
And that
so
didn't work.
busy with his marriage dissolvement or engagement dissolvement that he's not here to keep mediating. Sorry,
Well,
meditating.
we're gonna get to that.
Yeah.
We are gonna get to that.
So maybe he's
one
distracted.
story at a time.
Meek
here,
was like, "Oh
Marty.
shit, I gotta open. He's not gonna come in and fuck with my shit, and I'm gonna just fucking come for Wale." And
I want Meek to stop feeling like everyone is jealous of him, and everyone is envious of him, and everyone wants his life. That's all I want. I don't think that Wale is jealous or envious of
No.
Meek, the person. I think they are two totally different individuals, just
Yep.
when it comes to characteristics and the things that they value.
they are both very emotional, though.
Yeah,
Over different things, though.
Yeah, I don't like that knock. I don't like
They
that
fly off
person
the
is
handle.
very emotional.
Emotional can be cool and not, but they don't harness their emotional powers in the correct
They
way.
filter their thoughts differently.
Meek is
Yeah.
emotional. Why is Wale emotional?
Wale fucking gets
Well,
what? He reacts to everything.
Was
The-
the was
he
the
does not react to everything.
was the complex thing emotional? Do you think?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was him threatening to have me slapped because I called
Marty,
I said I didn't like him on
Marty.
Twitter?
We don't care about that.
That is. It's
we don't
all
care.
emotion.
We
It's
don't-
all it's a
That's
it's a
not
po- it's too
emotional. That's him saying, "Yo, I'm gonna smack the shit out of you." Why is
yeah.
that emotional?
Oh, okay. That's not emotional.
That's
at all.
not emotional.
Okay, because someone said they don't like him.
Yo, Rory, when we get out of here, I swear to God, I'm punching you straight in the face. Why was that emotional? I wasn't emotional saying that just now. I just said something.
Yeah, but you had. That was just
Yo,
saying
we're
it.
not
His
talking
had
about
something
you and
behind
Wale.
it.
You stop with your personalizations of things.
I am giving examples of how he's been emotional.
Give me
in the
one that
past.
doesn't include yourself.
We
He
just
was
did
serious or
complex.
No, complex.
Yeah.
I agree. Give me more. That's my point.
The baseball
in
game.
this.
The baseball game when he went up to the person in the stands because they tweeted about him and he ran up on him.
They
and shit.
called him Drake. Oh no, they said that's Wale. He's nobody. He'll never be Drake.
Yeah, a regular person could have just
In
fucking
my
ignored
city,
the troll.
where I'm from, they are saying this at a game.
You're defending something that's he's still emotional.
That's not emotional.
That's not emotional. See, that's my point. People are using this term emotional and don't really even know what emotional. Why is that emotional?
because why does he have to react? Fucking ignore the shit.
All right, Marty, you're in this. You're in that. You're bringing Twitter logic to real life.
No, I'm not.
All right, let me help you. In
Okay.
real life,
You guys have told me to stop reacting, stop being emotional. People say stupid shit to me. It's the same exact thing. You guys have physically said verbatim.
Well, we're not saying that you're not emotional. We are saying you're emotional.
Right, because I react to these people, right? So it's the same shit when he does it. That makes it emotional,
well,
Rory.
I don't just say you're emotional because of your Twitter outbreaks. To be honest,
Yeah, but you've physically said stop being emotional
Well,
by replying to them. You've said that.
show me.
What do you mean show me? You've said it like with your words, not on paper.
I don't ever remember saying that, by
You
the
said
way.
it to me.
But again, just how quick we back to personalizing. I'm not talking about you. I want to talk about Wale. Anyway, all right, so forget about that. So fucking Wale, Meek are at fucking war, and it's over for MMG. Is it?
No.
Because the fucking blog's gonna take me saying that and say, Joe Budden says that fucking MMG is finito. I'm just asking.
I don't think so. I think they could still work it out.
I think that Wale has been trying to distance himself from MMG for quite some time, to be honest.
I think you're absolutely right.
That's what I think. That's number one. Number two, I think that Meek 100% reps MMG, but I think he's a bit tied up with his whole relationship and just album and tour and then Drake. Like, he's got a lot going on.
He does.
And Russ.
Ross is him.
Now.
What about Stolly, Gunplay,
Nah,
Pill,
them niggas is chilling. Them niggas is,
Maybach O?
all of them niggas is great.
Oh, Omarion.
I love Omarion.
Omarion got his own shit happening too, though. So
What's
Hell
happening
yeah.
with Omarion?
Yeah, well, he just had a number
like
one
good
single.
shit, positive shit.
Oh,
Like,
no.
He's focused
Omarion's
on-
doing great.
Yeah.
Gunplay's great. Stolly's great. Pill. Like, we never hear.
Pill's not in MMG.
Oh, okay.
He hasn't been in
I'm just
years.
saying we never hear from fucking these other people because these people are great and they're chilling.
Word.
Russ.
Oh, I wish we had a camera.
Russ. I know what to say, man.
I mean,
Now, shut up, Marty. I know what to say. That was, I don't know what to say. It was just for dramatic effect.
It was rhetorical.
Oh, Russ.
what are you playing with, Rory?
Let's have a heart to heart here. For quite some time, I've been very confused by the happenings between Ross and Lira Galore.
Same.
I couldn't figure out what was to gain from Ross by all of a sudden being so welcoming and accepting to all of the Snapchat shit that him and her have been doing. I couldn't figure it out. I mean,
Love, man.
I still can't.
Love.
I mean, he was on house arrest, but he was able to move around because there was a lot of people saying like, "Oh, he's off house arrest now. He just dropped her," but he was still able to.
I
move,
don't-
So
do you think that they're in love?
I wouldn't know.
I think he might have been in lust.
I'm not asking you to know. I'm just asking you what you think.
I think he was in lust.
Do you think that he ever had plans of marrying this woman? Is what I'm asking you.
I think Ross is now 47 years old, and
Is
I
he
think he's
really?
starting to get to that point in his life. I'm not going to say he made the right choice, but he's thinking maybe I should settle down. Have we known him to be in any other relationship before? Has he ever been
Yes.
tied to another woman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm asking. I don't know.
Yes.
Yes. Just right before her was Ming Lee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so he has this behavior.
But only
just
as of
not
late. And
This
then
is
posting it.
This is lightweight a pattern for him.
lately, I think maybe
so,
he really is
like,
the
he
whole,
does
I'm
it
getting
for the-
fit, I want to be with someone.
He does it for the gram really quickly, and then ends it.
Did he see the success of Meek and Nicki and think maybe I should get a girl that's really attractive and popular online?
Possibly.
I want to say
I'm not going to compare Nicki and Lira
wanna
together,
say-
but
I want to say that Ross wasn't in his Atlanta home looking at Nicki Minaj's Instagram
she's a boss, though.
and saying, "You know what? You know what you dig? Nicki, you boss. I'm a boss. Meek bossing. I need to give me a boss chick, you dig?"
Yo,
I actually really think he would say those exact
like
words.
literally verbatim.
Yeah.
All right,
I
all right.
disagree.
No,
I
all
think
right.
he did that
All right, but
exact
listen to me. In the event that he said that, do you think the first
And he
name
landed on
that
Lira?
pops up?
Well,
is
maybe he was
Lira
already fucking
Galore?
her.
And be clear, I'm not knocking Lira Galore. Beautiful young
I wanna play with
woman.
Maybe they were already fucking. Maybe she does have good conversation. He was enjoying himself.
Yeah, what if she's just dope, man?
and kind of was just like, you know
Why
what?
can't
I'm
we
gonna
believe
look,
that?
She
I'm
might
gonna
be
look
dope.
past this shit and let's just try this out. And then more shit possibly started coming out. The tweets, the this, the that, and it was starting to be like, oh, this is looking a little sketchy, but I'm gonna keep rolling with it. We've already gone this far. And then maybe there was something that randomly just happened, and he was like, yeah, you know what? Never mind.
Nah, you don't go from the way that he was doing it to
Yeah, he was really going
Putting her-
all out.
putting her every picture she took, the background looked like she didn't belong there. Like I'm one of those people that I'm big on details. I analyze things. So I always look at the background. And the background of her pictures just overnight became very plush.
Yeah.
That
They became very
wouldn't be the first
They
Instagram
became
model.
very extravagant.
He had her in meetings with Hove and B. Like,
yeah, she was in all of these places where I'm not going to say she shouldn't be. That's not my place to say, but you can just see it. And all of the Instagram models and honeys,
there's hope.
they
Hashtag
clapped.
goals.
They clapped. They said
Did it, girl.
They said goals.
Yes, baby.
Yeah, that's what they did. That's what they
50
did.
was just the beginning.
Yes.
They all have the hard eyes under her fucking
Yes,
pictures.
it was like a
and the hands
graduation.
of them.
It was like there was a Lira hive.
The first one of
Yeah.
us did it. Yes, girl.
Now I love
She
how
She
that.
can make it. I can make it.
Yeah, because that's what happens when one IG model. I tweeted this the other day, but I forgot to tweet the hope part because that's the important part. When one IG model gets chosen out of the game, it provides hope. It
She opens the doors.
It provides a means, a glimmer of just sunshine.
I'm 2 more walkaway videos away.
Yeah, to all of these hoes in 300 square foot apartments on the Grand Concourse. Yeah, it does. It does.
Hey,
Listen,
leave them out of this.
oh no, I used
Sure,
to
y'all got a
have.
stable over there.
I used to have a few bad bitches.
The Grand Concourse fell off. Everyone went north.
Okay, I failed compass class. Which way's north from the Grand Concourse? And I do know that there's no compass class, by the way. What's north of Grand Concourse? Fordham?
Yeah, I'd say up there's a little bit better now.
Used to be some good hoes in Fordham too. Listen, as soon as they finish
Or they went west and went to Dykeman.
Hey, all you people on the Grand Concourse and Dykeman, Fordham, just anywhere over there, period. As soon as they finish cleaning up Brooklyn, they coming to get y'all the
Oh,
fuck
yeah.
out of here. Like, be very clear.
Tremont is too accessible right now.
Y'all ain't got but maybe 6, 7 years. They coming to clean y'all asses right out of the Bronx.
There's condos on 161 in Grand Concourse right now.
And I know this because I'm starting to see more and more Bronx bitches by my house.
Yeah, moving to Jersey.
Moving out to Jersey.
Yeah, man. I'm fucking in the car wash yesterday and I see someone who shall remain anonymous, of course. And she's like, what you doing here? I looked at her like, bitch.
What are you doing here?
I've been here for 10 years. What is your ass doing over here? But they do have really affordable places in Jersey.
They do.
Yeah, no, they do. Y'all never answered my is it over for MMG question.
I don't think it is. I think they can still figure it out.
It's definitely not over for all the artists in that camp.
No.
As a camp,
As a collective, I mean. As a collective, as a whole, as a crew.
they'll a staff record label and as a motherfucking crew.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Good hip hop line by Rory there.
Anyways, a lot of people wouldn't get it. I'll give you $100, Marissa, if you know what it's from.
Fuck off. I knew that was coming.
Yeah, you definitely just lost $200 today.
Great.
I think they're gonna fake this for a little bit longer. That they're still cool, and it'll drizzle out. I think Wale. Does he have a contract that he has another album with them?
We do not
Wale.
know.
If he does, I'm sure he's racing to get it done.
Yeah.
I mean, he really has been, like you said, doing his own thing and like kind of
For a while.
Yeah, and he's doing well with it.
Well,
He has like a
people-
good following, and
People are gonna kill me. He has album of the year right now for me in 2015 for rap album,
You're not the only person that has said that.
in my opinion.
Wale did drop a really good album.
That shit is amazing.
It is great.
yeah.
I know you didn't hear it.
No,
Because you didn't hear it because he said he was smack shit out of you. We got it.
yeah, but I've heard great things about it, and I wouldn't say
Look
otherwise.
at you. Look, that's wonderful of you.
Thanks.
I'm glad to hear that. I agree with Rory. I don't think it's over for the people involved. I just think as a crew, I don't really think that, Wale and Meek have felt some type of way about each other for a little while now. So
Yeah.
I think it's just coming to the forefront. And even if they fix it, I think it'll be a fake fix. It'll be like fix it flat, like
Just like-
quick.
That's what they
When
did.
they did a
and then
couple
he-
weeks ago,
then he
yeah.
IG'd again,
Here we are now.
minus the fuck boy. But what? Forget him having a problem with. Why is your immediate reaction when you have an internal problem with, let's not say a family member, because clearly they don't like each other, someone you do business with, someone that's part of your crew, someone that how you two behave represents how people perceive your business? Why is your immediate response to that to go on Instagram and talk about it?
Because he's Twitter fingers.
You took the words out of my mouth. I wanted to make like a public service announcement just now, not just to Meek Mill, but to all the women in the universe and the men that behave this way too.
Because there's a lot of y'all.
It's very simple to keep your fucking business off of fucking the internet.
So easy.
It's very simple. Like you don't have to run and just divulge all of your shit to a bunch of strangers. It's messy. It's immature.
And all we're gonna do is laugh at
It
you.
comes off really, really bad. It makes you look emotional. It's bad. And all, like Rory said, all we're going to do is laugh. That's it.
No one's gonna sympathize with you. We're just gonna laugh at you.
Yeah, man.
No one's gonna be like, "Oh my god, I totally understand."
Stop it. Stop.
We're just gonna meme you.
And I say this as somebody who loves a good mess on the timeline. I read that Zola story, by the way.
Oh my god.
Did you read
Yeah.
it?
I was at
Yeah.
the edge of my fucking seat.
All right, it wasn't that.
Yes, it was. Fuck what you talking about. That was like the greatest story I've read this year.
That was a pretty good story, but it wasn't on the edge of it.
Pretty good. No, I tell a pretty good story. That bitch, every time, because somebody I was with had read it first, right? And they said, yo, you have to read this. And they gave it to me. So every time something happened, I looked up and I said, yo, can you believe this just happened? And they said, it gets better.
I love when he
Like, how can
when
it get better?
When he tried to jump, I was fucking dying.
The nigga tried to commit suicide from the 4th floor. If you haven't read the story, it's extremely long. I'm not going to touch on it.
Listen, it worked. Stop, pause the podcast and listen.
Yeah,
It's
pause
not
it right
listening to
now
it,
and go
it's
listen
read.
to
Or
fucking...
read, rather. I'm sorry.
Go listen to Zoa on her fucking whole trip. That was the best whole
Yo,
trip.
ever.
I
Yo,
know.
hoes tell the greatest stories in the world.
It's cuffing season. I'm just trying to be Jared to somebody's Jessica, man. It's about that
Yeah.
time.
Good luck with
Be who to who?
the
Be
crazy
be the
white dude
Jared
to the crazy white bitch.
somebody Jessica.
it does.
Just trying to be Jared to
man,
Jessica,
yes,
bro.
Yes. That
Go punch yourself in the face a few times.
No, that story was really amazing. You definitely should go and read it. It is cuffing season. How the fuck is your... Yo, real quick.
Even though
Mine
it's
is-
70 degrees in New York
Mine
right
is failing.
I'm gonna
miserably.
say this, and then I thought Rory had a story to tell us. But yo, I just
do,
want to
but-
say, I just want to address Budden Wednesdays last week.
Hashtag Budden Wednesdays.
We're not hashtagging Budden.
Hashtag.
now. Oh, I stopped promoting it.
I was very hurt last week.
And that's why I didn't promote it.
Can I just want to have a serious moment
I
here.
didn't see it.
And I don't have very many serious moments in life. But, okay, so here's some backstory. So my friends, as I've said before in this podcast, they're all stupid, idiot dickheads. Like,
We were sympathetic this week.
yeah, but I'm giving them backstory
Yeah.
from before. So they love nothing more, as I've said before, than to see my fucking demise
Absolutely.
on national television.
Especially if
lit.
we can share it.
Yeah, listen, we all sit and we watch these episodes like at least 5 times and laugh every time at something stupid, right? So that's that. Last week, it wasn't funny. They had sent me Scott's wife sent me the episode, and I was able to see it early. So by the time Rory and Ice and Amani and all of these people started to come with their little jokes, it was too late. I was already very hurt, and I had to let them know, hey, I can't partake with the jokes this week because I am very hurt by what I saw on television. I was very disappointed in Kaylin.
What happened? I'm like sitting now I'm on the edge of my seat.
Well, Joe tried to jump out of a window and
He got caught on the balcony.
I did not try
And then
to
a
jump
pimp
out of the
saved you.
window. Yeah, no, that
he started punching himself.
None of that happened, guys. You guys are just making stuff up.
And he drove Kaylin around to do her drop-offs. It was...
Well, what happened was, still I wasn't in this episode until the very end.
Oh, because you were back home.
Yeah, so I was back home taking care of this court case shit. So I had to fly back, handle that, but Kaylin was still in Los Angeles. So the second that the judge lifted the warrant, she was able to record on the show. So she goes back on the show. She's there before me. I have to catch a flight back. The things that she said upon entry are the things that hurt me. Like when you go into a house with however many couples, but a bunch of strangers, and you're there speaking on behalf of your ex-significant other, and the things that you say are, he's a monster, he's nuts, he's a lunatic, I walk on eggshells around him, I'm scared, I'm scared to talk because he has a temper, he's never hit me, but I know if I hit him, he would hit me. Like, that was mind-boggling to hear.
You know, Vonnie had a status about this on Facebook. That's where I saw it. She said she couldn't believe she said that either.
Nobody that has ever seen Kaylin and I, nobody.
Yeah,
that,
I've never personally heard Kaylin talk about it like that.
Ice hit me and said, "Yo, that's crazy." Like, as somebody that was there to witness you two,
dude, I was there. Probably the worst part of it when y'all broke up and I broke up with Smoke. We like me and her cried every single night. She never said something like that.
So everybody was looking at me like, how could she say something like that? Like I was supposed to have an explanation. Now, I have my own theories. I wouldn't know why she said those things.
You guys have gotten past it now, though, right?
Well, that's the interesting predicament I'm in, Marisa. I'm in quite the conundrum. Because when I got back to that house, I was told that she said some things, but I was never told what she said.
Right.
And it's different hearing it from her voice.
So, you know, we had it out on screen, which will probably air tonight, where I was asking her, why are you saying these horrible things? Like, this is not your experience with me. You don't even know the people that you sitting here caping for. Like, you just saying some shit. I get it, you hurt. I get it, you want to see me be the bad guy and the villain, because if we're just talking, I'm probably going to get my point across better. So you're really basking in this Joe is an animal monster type shit. I understand that. But as two people that came in this house together, like, we should kind of be for each other somehow. So we had that conversation, but hearing it, and she apologized. She did apologize for some of the things that she said. So how can I be mad again?
Yeah, and I feel like
But I am.
She could have gotten caught up in the... Like, we know Kaylin, though, and she's never been like a malicious...
I don't give a fuck. That's the part that has me hurt.
Yeah.
I know this girl. Kaylin came to my fucking birthday party when we got back. Me and Kaylin go eat. Me and Kaylin do mad platonic shit together. Like, Kaylin and our relationship is like exes should fucking be. Like, cool. Mm-hmm. How the fuck I'm gonna talk to you now? I can't talk to you. If this is the shit that you say on national television when there is a camera recording to complete strangers, what the fuck are you saying just in your normal day-to-day?
Well, I think you can look at it in the sense
I
knew that was coming.
Bitch.
People do tend to say other shit when the camera's on.
What?
Yeah. They react from the camera because they're getting hype from the situation and the people around them and the scenario of what's going on. Whereas people who have been with Kaylin in her private behind closed doors life. I've been with her. I've been with her when she fucking hated your guts because you guys were in the worst of the worst, and she's never ever in her life even said she's scared of you or any of that shit behind closed doors with just me when she had every reason to hate you.
Well, with therapy, and I tell people this, and a lot of people are unfamiliar with how therapy works, but in therapy, they start tinkering with your insides and maybe touching on some emotions and some feelings that you had stored deep down somewhere. So you start to you get in touch with a lot of shit. And I just don't understand. Every time she starts saying some stupid shit, they start saying shit like, oh, yeah, this is really big in her fucking therapy. Huh? Oh, my goodness gracious. But anyway, so, yeah, I'm in an interesting conundrum here because she's already apologized for saying these things. However, I didn't hear them. So now that I heard them, I don't really know how I can speak to this girl again. I don't. How? How could I speak to this person again? Is that me with my fucking detachment? Is this detachment issues? Is there something wrong with me right now? I don't see how I could speak to somebody who speaks of me in that regard.
I think
even if it's old, and even if she was hurt, and even if she was emotional, and even if she was drunk, and even if whatever the fuck the reason, I don't really care. I never care about the reason, by the way.
You should.
I don't. I care about the results. I care about what happens. I don't care about why you did some shit. The homeless nigga on the street could tell you a million reasons as to how he got homeless on the street. That don't change shit. You homeless on the street. I don't care about the why. I care that it happened. I need people to think before they talk. And that's what I always say, like, you don't think this through? Kind of like Drake told Meek in that Complex or whatever interview he did.
Right.
He was like, you didn't think this all the way through. Nobody advised you against this. That's how I feel. Like, no, you didn't think about this at all? So I'm hurt. I was hurt. I was very hurt. And it's such a big deal, listeners, because I don't get hurt. I don't get hurt often. Like, very seldomly do I get hurt because you have to be invested. I have to care and know you to be hurt. So that hurt me. I got past it.
I wanted to go to her twerk class on
They
Sunday.
got the fucking on the show, the damn security guards following me all around the motherfucking house like I'm a threat. Like I'm about to beat a bitch up on national
I
fucking
gotta get
television.
Cable, bro. I can't keep missing
They
this.
got security following me everywhere.
I was looking up cable packages today, actually.
And the bitch motherfucking Janice is on TV conspiring to kill me.
Oh, I heard that.
I'm confused. So maybe the security was to protect me.
Maybe from Janice.
Yeah, she in the bed telling. Wait, hold up for a minute
That
now.
bitch is off
Let
her
me get
rocker.
ignorant and petty real quick. She in the bed waking a sleep girl up, talking about handing her a pen, talking about I had it under the bed, and as soon as they come to the bed, you just jab them in the neck.
Who's that? That she
Janice told that to Kaylin. Janice teaching Kaylin how to fucking kill me with a pen.
That shit was pretty
How to
funny.
kill me with a pen.
It's lit. It's fucking lit.
Let me tell you something. Hey, I'm going to make a public service announcement again. I don't hit women. However, if a bitch
Let's not laugh. This is
if a bitch pulled a fucking pen out, bitch, if you don't give me that motherfucking pen, give me that damn pen.
That's not a pen. That's an expensive mic that
a
we
very
don't own.
expensive.
I'm just
yeah,
saying.
we have zero.
Bitch, I smack that fucking pen out your damn head. I wish somebody would be done pull a pen out
A
somewhere.
pen, like a writing utensil?
Yes.
Wow.
Yo, does Dr. Mike have a degree?
Yo, all my friends hate Dr. Mike.
I gotta see
Yo,
this fucking show,
you don't even
man.
realize he's in the room, and
No.
they'll do the whole thing, and then they'll pan to Dr. Mike, and he'll go, yeah, that really upsets you, doesn't it?
Yeah. You know, Dr. Mike is great.
No, he's not.
No, he is. He's great. He is. Well, in person he is. I do.
God damn.
I do understand. What's up, Marisa?
Oh, are we going to have to talk now? Because she's out of the room.
That shit is.
Oh, what do you want to say?
That shit is fat as hell.
She's just an associate.
Oh, sure. Okay.
No, she is.
She is.
Yeah,
really.
she is.
Okay, with a really fat ass. I mean, that shit is.
Yo, right when she came up the elevator, I had that Drake line in my head when it's like, I'm with a chick that has an ass that's like partly embarrassing.
Yo.
Because it was like in the elevator.
It makes that's not his line at all, isn't it? It makes everybody in the room uncomfortable.
No, I'm with a chick whose ass is slight. I think I said it
Now I'm embarrassed.
Yeah, you should be. She does have a really.
Yo, that shit is crazy, son. Jesus,
She's young.
like a small village.
She seems cool.
Very cool.
She's okay.
She's very smooth and symmetrical.
She's like my height when she sits down.
Does that mean
She's a short girl. Yeah.
But when she sits down,
Yeah.
she's pretty tall.
I don't know. I don't. Oh.
Yamada, you are really.
Oh my God.
I was like, how does that
I
work?
think
If
she's one of those young girls who
How old
like,
is she?
going through the phone. I'll tell you off the phone.
She looks like she's from the Bronx.
But she's a young girl. No, not from the Bronx. I think she's trying to date girls or whatever. You know, she's trying to find.
Exciting.
She's finding herself in life. She's part of my mentoring program.
Oh my God.
Get her a pen.
Yo, every now and again, Rory's funny, man.
He's pretty funny.
Every now and again, Rory is pretty. Get her a pen. Get it from when Janice was
Yeah,
the
I
pen
got
with
it.
Kaylin
I got
because you're not laughing like I am.
It was
so
like funny, but it was like funny adjacent.
no, it wasn't. It was mad funny.
So she's trying to date girls now?
I don't fucking know what she's doing.
You said it.
Yeah, but I mean, fuck. Who is this? Mike is open. I don't know.
The threesome girl from my threesome thing is trying to stay at my house for a weekend in a few weeks, and I'm like, this is so strange.
And you said yes.
No,
That's the part that we're missing. And
I
you
said
said
I'm
sure.
not sure if I'll be home.
I don't have cable.
Yeah, you're gonna be bored, girl.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
Because
wow.
like you know, I'll get really uncomfortable if she like tries to sleep in the bed with me and stuff. So
You've already fucked her.
I know, isn't that strange? Like I don't mind doing it in the heat of the moment when he's there and stuff, but like aside from that, like a don't touch me, I hate. Don't.
Well, now you know how men feel when we don't want to fuck after we fucked once. No, you can't come over.
Oh, man. I have so much I would love to talk about on this podcast, but I can't.
Because of your political connects.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I don't want to offend my political
Pussy.
friend. I didn't know. Yeah, I am a pussy. I am.
Me too.
I am.
I don't have any to
You
offend.
never know who's listening to this fucking
Yo, it's the
podcast
most
until your
random
phone
people.
starts
Yo,
blowing up.
for real.
Like, so I heard your little podcast.
Like when Michael Kors heard it
Yo,
and he got butthurt.
You know what I have a problem with? I found out via this Amber Rose thing. It went on Baller Alert.
Yeah.
And wow, that's great.
Shout
that
out to
we're-
Baller
that
Alert.
we're
Shout out
getting
to
this-
Steph.
that we're getting this much press. I got an array of screenshots of Baller Alert's Instagram with our artwork up there.
Yeah.
While I was happy, I was very offended that I have so many friends that follow Baller Alert on Instagram.
Yeah,
Oh, I was wondering where you were going with
like
this.
really upset.
yeah.
That was my
All my
response.
friends follow Baller Alert.
Yo, can I admit something to you today?
You follow Baller Alert.
You better follow Baller Alert.
Today I followed them.
For what?
I followed Baller Alert in the shade room today.
Oh, now you
I
pussy
needed
now.
because I needed to really keep up with all of this Lira raw stuff.
That shit is
I
fun.
felt like I would have been missing something. I read all the comments. You're being petty. Is
Oh,
so
you
fun.
know what we forgot?
I read every 1,000 comments.
To piggyback off the Meek shit, Drama and
Oh, Summer.
his wife.
I missed that.
Oh, that shit
I
was
missed it.
lit.
I missed it, and I didn't know Summer's at. So
This shit was
Summer
worse.
Walker.
Than
Tell me.
This was
Oh.
worse than the Meek thing as far as
So-
putting business out there.
oh no,
Yeah, it was nasty. So
Like
it,
alimony bad.
What? Oh,
You're
this
such
is
a-
great.
it dates back to like last week. Summer had taken Drama's daughter, not her daughter. They didn't have the daughter together, but they were cool when they were
Their
married.
ex-wife though.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
she's,
Wait, I'm
she's officially an
confused
ex.
already.
Summer is an ex-wife of Drama. How
Oh, they were married?
They were married. But Drama has a kid from a previous relationship, but they were, she was tight with the kid when
course.
they were together.
I got it.
So apparently Summer took the girl to the mall to go shopping for her birthday.
Well, that's nice of
and took her
Summer.
golfing and things like that. But
And
apparently
wait, time out. Why are we calling her? Why is everybody calling her Summer P?
that's her middle initial, and that's what she goes
That's what she
by.
puts
She's
on
been
Twitter.
Summer Walker for a million years.
Well,
I believe her Twitter name, not her actual her name is Summer
yeah,
P.
Summer P. Walker.
And the kicker, I don't want to spoil the
All
story.
right, no. Just
But there's another reason why they call her Summer P.
tell the story. Tell the story.
I don't know that part.
Tell the story.
The Drake line?
Tell the story.
Well,
Okay.
Then you just spoiled it.
Okay, well, we didn't even get there
There's
yet.
a Drake line.
There is a Drake line, but it's older than this.
What is happening?
Yo, Drake is the reason for everything.
Tell
everything.
the story, man.
So-
I'm on the edge of my seat. It's like the Zola shit.
Okay. So she takes this girl out. She puts a picture up on Instagram, like, me and the girl, blah, 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 love her to death,
That's dope.
whatever. So Drama's current girlfriend, Jessica, was like...
Time out. You don't just say Jessica like that. Don't just say Drama's current girlfriend, Jessica.
Okay.
Jessica is a goddess.
I don't actually know her full name, so...
Jessica, some fancy shit.
Okay, Jessica fancy shit.
Berciago.
Oh, that's... Okay.
Balenciaga.
Jessica Balenciagas.
Jessica is fine.
Yeah.
Like
She is.
fine to the point
Drama has a good track
where,
record.
Where when I was in Atlanta doing whatever I was doing in Atlanta, and me and Drama did our interview. First thing he started with, Joe, stay out of my girl's DMs.
Why were you in them?
Yeah.
Oh,
You better
I ain't mad
fucking
at you.
believe it. I was just saying hello.
Yeah,
I mean, it wasn't
of course. No,
anything,
just, you know.
anything offensive. But this is before I knew that they were like,
Thing.
you'd have to be a fool to not try and speak to that beautiful woman.
I'm not.
But
calling you
anyway,
a fool.
okay, go ahead. So
Anyway, so
it sounds really messy.
Jessica
already.
was under the impression that, Drama doesn't speak to his ex-wife. They're not allowed to communicate other than like the alimony payments every month. She's not supposed to be around the kids. So she puts up this whole Instagram post like, this fucking bitch. I hate to be dramatic and messy, but she's posting up this picture with Drama's daughter on Instagram like shit's all cool. When you know damn well you just saw that she was there through Snapchat and snuck and saw her and then posted up a picture like y'all was really hanging out. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Oh, wait. All right, Jessica, take back the high praise.
Yeah.
Just that fast, I take it back. Why are you behaving this
So
way,
Jessica
baby?
was pissed, right? So turns out though.
Wait, let me talk to Jessica.
Okay, talk to
You're
Jessica.
entirely too beautiful to behave that way. It's always the beautiful
She pulled a
ones
Meek.
that are like complete lunatics, and I don't know that she is, but you don't have to live that way, baby.
Well, Drama played a bit of a role in this Twitter thing too.
Wait, man.
I think it's at this point when Drama stepped in. No.
But Marty's telling the story.
Yeah.
Make sure she don't miss anything. Man.
Okay, so then
Paid attention to gossip this week for the first time ever.
So then summer class back like, oh word, that's what you think, that's what you
Word,
thought?
bitch.
I got the motherfucking receipts
waiting to clap at your ass.
at the door.
Because you know that's how women
Yeah,
think
yeah.
and feel.
So she provides emails from her between herself and Drama that shows that they set this up for her to take the kid out, and it was a whole thing, and it was planned, and it was all
Pie on
good.
your face, bitch. Because that's how women think.
Yeah, so then behind the scenes, I guess Jessica got pissed at Drum, allegedly broke up with him for like a second. Drum was
Whoa, nobody told me that
just
they
for like
broke.
a second. Just it's over. They're back already. So then
Missed your window.
So then Drum was apparently arguing with Summer behind the scenes, like, oh, you fucked my shit up, but whatever, yada, yada, yada. So then Summer takes to Twitter, like, look, I ain't gonna have this motherfucker all up in my shit crying about this next bitch. Let me tell you something right now. You're late on my alimony payment, this, that, and the third. And then she just started spilling tea. She said that Drama would cry to her and say, yo, I'm cool with Drake, but I had to give Meek these Quentin Miller reference tracks because, what was her reasoning?
She said that Meek wanted to work with Quentin. Quentin said no.
No, that was someone else that said that.
Oh, I thought.
Yeah.
No, Jessica said that.
No,
No, you mean Summer?
Summer said that. I don't fucking know.
that was
We're fucking this all up.
that was one of
Somebody said
Quentin's
that, though.
affiliates, but that was
All
like
right,
a
but
Summer
okay,
just
okay.
come on and give me more of what Summer
Yeah, but
said.
so basically Summer was just saying that Drama admitted to her that he gave the tracks to Meek, that he was cool with Drake, but he felt he had to do that. What else did she say?
Which is true, by the way.
What?
That part.
Yeah, we know that. And
Who didn't know that part?
Yeah, but she was just basically confirming it all. And then the Summer P thing that Rory was referencing is that Drake has a line on
So Jessica said in the tweet, "That's why you fucked Drake when you were with Drama." Mm-hmm. And then people started bringing up lyrics with Summer P in them.
and there's more than just the shout out to Summer P in this thing, which is the most recent one. There's one prior to that about buying a bag or something.
It's from Time, I want to say, with Janae. I forgot the exact line.
Same.
So that's the end of the story?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was expecting a better ending.
What type of ending were you thinking?
I'm just saying, we ended at fucking Drake fucked Summer. Like, who cares?
Yeah. I mean,
Drake's fucked everybody.
Well, it's funny that in the midst of arguing for alimony, Drake is still a factor in this. Drake and Meek.
The funny shit, I've seen a couple of pictures of Drake with some
With everyone's
with some
girl?
women that I know,
Aw.
and I'd be like, nah, you better than that. Drake. You better than me.
Oh, what you're saying?
You shouldn't. You shouldn't.
We shouldn't share anything.
You shouldn't be. Listen, I couldn't stand that bitch. I couldn't take 5 seconds around that bitch. And you come off way more cultured than me. I don't know.
You
I don't
probably
know.
dug into her childhood.
I don't know. Marisa, what are you looking for over here?
I'm trying to find the exact tweets.
So while you do that, I want to
Come on, bowler.
I want to clap for the Knicks. Before this season started, I had the Knicks winning 29 to 31 games. The Knicks look way better than I imagined. I really hated the Cal O'Quinn, Derek Williams signings when they occurred. I love them niggas.
Word.
Them niggas are like Knicks.
Yo, I was fucking tweeting Derek Williams to stay away from house.
I saw that.
It's too cold for Dykeman. Just stay home. Don't hit any of the spots. I know you're becoming popular. Stay out of New York City. Just go home, go to practice, go to the Garden.
Cal O'Quinn has, like, dare I say it, a little bit of Oakley blood in him.
Yo, the way Derek Williams is playing, I haven't seen someone hustle in a Knicks jersey since David Lee. It was, like, refreshing to see someone run for the ball.
Cal O'Quinn is clotheslining niggas to try to come to the rim. He's killing people. But these
Gallo's
shits look like really flagrant fouls. Gallo looks amazing.
looks like a point guard.
Grant looks good. Porzingis looks good.
Yo, you know who looks the worst? Melo.
Even though he lit the Wizards up.
Yeah, he did.
He lit the Wizards up. But
well, he was playing a little D last night. Talk about fucking Gallo on Tony Parker last night.
oh man.
Have you?
Man.
When was the last time you saw someone in Knicks jersey play some defense like that?
Man. I was very proud of that Knicks and Spurs game, even though they
Yo,
lost.
I told you before we started recording, I said I've never been so happy after a Knicks loss in my life.
And mind you, all of this is without a Flalo.
You were right, Roars, about the Quentin thing.
All of this is
right.
without their starting shooting guard, Aaron Aflalo,
Yeah.
who's a two-way player who I really enjoy, and that's just going to make their bench better. And the bench is like a fucking plus. Like,
I also like that Porzingis is not afraid to shoot.
me too. I'll be much happier
even
when
if
he starts making them.
Yeah, I tweeted that too. I said, look, Porzingis, I'm happy you're shooting, but can you just make the easy ones?
Just a couple of them. But you know what? Even when he's missing, he's impactful on the court. He
Yeah.
had like 11 rebounds. He fucking was altering shots.
And while his weight is definitely a problem in the paint, which we all thought it was gonna be, it's not as bad. He's not getting bullied down there. He's not getting sunned in the paint the way I thought he might be.
Yeah, he's so long. When you're that long, I guess 7'3". That nigga. You know what's funny? I cut the game one last night. It was in the middle of the first quarter, and I saw Tim Duncan and LaMarcus Aldridge. That's who they showed first. I'm like, yo, the Spurs is big. And then the very next shot, the Knicks are bringing the ball up, and I see Porzingis and Robin Lopez. I'm like, oh, we kind of big too. we ain't so tiny down there. Yo, shout out to the Knicks, man. I do think that they may be able to sneak in the back end of the playoffs. And maybe even win a couple of games. I'm not saying they'll win a series.
It's not like we got draft picks, so we might as well go for the playoffs.
Word, man. I don't know how the Knicks end up giving a draft pick away for fucking Bargnani, who they would have given us a draft pick to take him. I don't get it. Oh, I don't get it. And Karl Towns looks amazing, but I don't want to stay on basketball for too long. But
Marty, anything on the Knicks?
Go Knicks.
Whoa.
Great
Crazy.
sports report there, Marty. We got it. Everybody, round of applause for Marty in the sports
Thank you,
report.
everyone. Thank you.
I want to shout out to all the Yankee fans that hate the Mets. I'm not one of you. I'm a Yankee fan that just was happy to see New York in the World Series.
I didn't think I would, but I found myself cheering for the Mets. But
I think the Mets kind of gave this series away. I still feel I still feel like they could have won. But congrats to the Mets. I'm sure they didn't. Nobody picked the Mets to be in the World Series. So now they have a lot to build upon. Vernon Davis was traded.
Yeah.
Colin Kaepernick has been getting way too much pussy in the offseason.
Might get traded.
Well, he's gotten benched for Blaine Gabbert.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Marty.
No problem.
Anytime you get benched for Blaine Gabbert, my nigga, a lot of people are blaming
For someone named Blaine.
Yeah, I never want to get benched for a nigga named Blaine. Like, that's crazy. But the 49ers suck, and it's good for them because they treated fucking Harborough like shit. So it's good for them.
So the undefeated teams
are
Bengals,
Denver, Cincinnati, Carolina, and New England.
Do you see the Bengals or Denver?
Am I missing someone?
No, it's just those four. Because they beat the Packers. Denver beat the Packers.
Yeah, the Packers.
Do you see any of these teams in the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Which two? Even if they're in the same division, just for conversational purposes.
I ain't gonna lie. Denver will play. Denver will give the Pats a good game.
Denver's the one that I'm saying is going to get the fuck out of here.
You're bugging.
Their defense is phenomenal, but I just unless Peyton wakes up, which he's very viable to wake up. He's fucking Peyton Manning.
That's what I'm saying.
7 games hasn't been very evident.
He can't throw that far anymore, and he's not the most. Not the most velocity
with
on the
fucking
ball.
Colin Kaepernick, they might be undefeated right now.
No. I don't think that. Colin Kaepernick can't look past it, the first fucking read, and he loved throwing it to the other team. I think that Denver needed a tight end.
Yeah, no, that Vernon Davis trade was great.
So I'd like to see them now. Listen, if you could do that to the Packers, you can do it to New England. You can.
Yeah.
You can. So, I mean, this might just mirror when John Elway got his ring at the end of the career, at the end of his career, when they switched up the whole style, the whole playing style for him, and he won. So, and he probably would have won again had he not retired. So yeah, football is interesting. Basketball is interesting.
Cam Newton is my favorite player to watch now.
Cam Newton is
playing
he should
fucking
get
football like I've never seen.
Cam Newton should get the MVP behind Tom Brady. But I just feel like we've seen this from Tom Brady for so long. Like,
yeah,
Tom Brady's just great.
As a huge Tom Brady fan, I would still rather see Cam Newton get that MVP.
Well, me too, because his fucking first option is Ted Ginn Jr. And if you watch
who
that
dropped
game,
2 fucking touchdown
if you
passes.
watch that game, I don't even know if Ted Ginn Jr. has hands. Does he?
He has speed, but
Does he have hands though?
he's never really been known for hands.
No.
Since Ohio State.
No, you're missing my point. I want to know
if he actually has working thumbs, is what you're saying?
does he have hands? Are they attached to his wrists? Are they there? Have we ever seen him?
He just taped gloves to his
Yeah,
forearm.
I mean, I don't know. I'd like to know if he has hands. I would. So yeah, maybe do make a good case for Cam.
I would love to see Cam Newton get that MVP.
What is coming soon? What's happening soon in the universe? Thanksgiving is coming.
Ty Dolla $ign's album drops next Friday.
Okay.
I listened to MGK's album over the weekend, and it's great.
Oh, I'm very happy
It's
to hear
great.
that.
I'll give it a listen.
Shout out to MGK. He really did a great job.
Speaking of albums that came out, let's talk about Game and all his IG honeyness.
My.
Ugh, that was so thirsty.
And before this becomes something, all of us here are fans of Game.
Game.
But the same way you would tell a friend when they were doing something that may not be appropriate.
Now, you know what? Of course I saw the picture. Because everybody has seen
It
the
was
picture. Hard to miss.
Yeah.
I had to remember who Game is. Game is someone who has been accused of stripping in his past.
Oh, word, you right.
I don't know that he has ever done that.
Didn't you start that rumor?
Y'all beefed, or was it you and Fifth?
It was
No,
Joe,
me and Gabe
Joe
beefed.
versus everybody.
Yeah.
You know those fucking Detroit versus everybody shirts?
Yeah.
If Joe was still Joe, those would have been great merch to do Joe
Yeah.
versus
Should
everybody.
Joe versus everybody.
with all the gangster actors.
Thanks,
That's my song.
Marty.
No problem.
Really appreciate
No
that.
problem.
Oh, remind me on a Just Blaze thing after this. Just Blaze?
So I went on Game's
Welcome to sound
Instagram,
effects.
and I didn't realize he had so many followers. He has a lot of followers.
I mean, he's made.
Yeah.
But I was looking at the likes that these pictures got
Versus the dick pic?
versus the likes that pic got versus his other pictures.
Right. Uh-huh.
His normal pictures get like 60 grand.
Okay.
That picture is at 250.
Bitches was loving it, is what
So
you're saying.
if he's seeing that, why would he not continue that behavior?
That shit is so fucking lame, man. Ugh.
I just don't think he needs to do it.
I don't think he needs to do this.
It just doesn't need to.
Why-
I
why
don't
do
have
you
a cool explanation.
Why do you think he's doing it?
Attention.
He likes attention. He always has.
This is a little extra.
I mean,
Is he?
Game is also in a different LA than he was in 2005.
Yeah.
So that has a lot to do with his behavior now and how he's grown up.
I agree. I agree with that. LA is a very different place
It's not New York.
today. And it's shit, it's not LA 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a different LA. Well, shit, Game sold a lot of records. He got a very successful fucking
His album's great, by the way.
television show. He's got a great album. I love his Halloween outfit.
Yeah, no, he killed that shit.
Jadena, that
Nah, he
shit
killed
was
that
wrong.
shit.
I thought he bodied it.
Yeah.
I want to know, Game dyed his hair, huh?
Yeah. Maybe it was like a temporary dye.
And then he got waves in the front.
He did it all, B.
I love the outfit. I would have liked to been in LA for Halloween. I didn't do much for Halloween. I went to a haunted house.
I painted pumpkins with my girlfriends.
Marty, we don't
and
care
We
about
watched
that.
Halloween movies
We don't
together.
care.
We
Well,
went pumpkin
speaking-
picking.
We got it. Thanks, Marty.
Speaking of Halloween, before we were recording, Joe and I had a very similar opinion on Halloween this year. It seems that women...
This year, Halloween fell on a weekend. My bad.
Was that
Thank
a
you.
bar?
I had to say
I'm
that.
in a bar, Jace.
Me and Ghetto Boys was trick or treat. Come on.
I'm joking.
Oh, okay.
I was joking.
Oh, all right.
Is that a bar?
All right.
Is that a bar?
I'm about to say. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, so it seemed this year that maybe women gave Halloween back to the kids. It seemed women were more dressed, and it was pretty warm this Halloween. Seeing women were actually dressed in costumes. They weren't completely naked. And I think my theory is because they are so used to being naked on Instagram that they thought, hey, maybe I'll cover up for this Halloween.
I agree with that. I tweeted that I'd seen a lot less whole shit. I just was real. I just thought that maybe actually chicks were actually out with their kids.
The kids finally grew up and could trick or treat.
Yeah, because Halloween fell on a Friday, right?
Saturday.
Yeah, Starless is not popping on Saturday. Neither is Sugar Daddies. Yeah. Neither is The Palace. Neither is Heavens. Neither is Lust. Well, Lust is popping on Saturdays.
Heavens ain't popping at all anymore.
My friends were still dressed like hoes.
No, Heavens is still cool on a Monday, but it's just a little ratchet.
Yeah.
Cityscape. So none of these places on. So all the hoes had to fucking dress up and like be good moms. Yo, who says that stuff? I'm gonna get killed one day.
Probably with a pen.
That was pretty funny.
Yes.
Austin, how much time are we at?
Oh no, I still.
What do you say?
Almost an hour.
1 hour.
All right. What happened?
Anytime I see a Just Blaze interview on,
Just Blaze!
That's what I want to talk about. That
was
exact drop.
interesting.
Anytime Just Blaze does an interview, I click because anytime Just Blaze speaks, I listen. I think he's extremely articulate and has a lot to share to the world. And he was interviewing with This Is 50, and someone asked him about his Just Blaze drop that you just did. Mm-hmm. And he mentioned how it came about. Mm-hmm. He said he was in the studio. Mm-hmm. This was during the phase of Joe's life.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Thanks, Marty.
No problem.
And y'all were all clowning in the studio, and Just Blaze was on the mic and tried to say Just Blaze in your voice, and that became the drop.
Is that how that happened?
That's what he said in This Is 50.
Well, would you look at that?
He might be
I thought
lying.
that was a pretty cool tidbit.
He might be a liar. I think he is lying, actually.
I don't think he is.
I think I said, Just Blaze.
Yeah, or something around those.
I said it.
Yeah, and he
liked
imitated
it. And he imitated me saying it, and then it stuck with him saying it. That's what happened.
Well, look at you. That's part of history.
DJ
I'm a
Mustard.
part of a lot of fucking history I don't get credit for. Fucking all these niggas running
it.
around fucking Instagramming and Snapchatting these hoes. Wasn't so cool when I started. Wasn't a in thing to do then. All these niggas running around with motherfucking girlfriends and shit. Wasn't so cool to have one 10 years ago.
You're
The
such an
originator,
innovator.
none greater. Jazzo, so finish
I
the
actually
shit.
can name a lot more shit that I was a part of, but I won't.
Yo, just say Drake stole your style, man. Just say it. Just say it.
I mean, the emo raps.
He kind of low-key did steal my... He's put the trench coat on with some sweats.
Did he wear a vest, though?
He's playing kickball.
He did. He definitely
Come
stole
on,
the
my nigga.
kickball.
Come on. He's got a beard now. He's like, come on,
Is
dog.
he Joe Jace? Is that what this is?
No, he's fucking Joe with $500 million. Oh, man. Fuck Drake, man.
I'll tell my quick other Halloween story.
Let's hear it.
So Thursday night of last week, I went out to celebrate my very good friend Austin Mills' birthday party.
Hey.
Did you go, Joey?
No.
No,
What kind
he
of friend
was.
are you?
No, he was at Scream Fest or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
for
I was
Hot
on
97.
the
Oh, yeah, I
97
decided not to
Scream
go.
bus.
And I skipped to
You should have went. It was great.
go
Yeah.
to. So me and Austin and a bunch of our close friends did the dinner thing, and then we went to Noble afterwards. Noble was popping. There was a lot of liquor.
I thought that was a dinner place, Nobu.
No, not Nobu. They went to, it's different.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a secret
different
place. You
one.
have to have a password.
A different one.
Okay.
So Friday morning comes. Needless to say, I'm not in the best shape. I'm extremely hungover.
Rory had a hangover.
Oh, is this what you texted our group chat about?
Yeah, I had to remind because it was in
Yeah.
the middle of it happening.
Okay.
So I get to my office around 9:35. Get to the third floor, nobody's there. 40 desks empty. I'm like,
I think I saw your tweets about this, and this
fuck.
is mad funny. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh shit. Did we get like Halloween off and I didn't know?
Everybody died in the office show. Shit crazy.
They all got killed with a pen? Too much.
So
I hate you.
in the midst of my hangover, I'm like, oh shit. I see jackets, I see laptops. People are here. So naturally I go to our big glass conference room. So I'm walking down the hallway. I can see the conference room from a distance. And once it gets through my alcohol eyes, I see that there's 40 people in the conference room. Everyone is in full-blown costumes.
Okay.
I'm not in a costume. I then get spotted. One of my coworkers comes out and says, no, come in. I said, nah, I'm not in a costume. I'm good. He said, no, they just called your name. My GM just called my name. You got to come in. I said, all right. So quick thinking Rory walks in and goes, I had a sweater on, naturally.
Of course.
Of course you did.
I'm Drake from the Hotline Bling video.
All right.
Yeah. I got
like
him.
it.
Yeah, no, I got him. My GM goes, that's great that you're Drake, Rory. But you were supposed to bring a costume in for the person we partnered you via email. 40 people are now staring at me, and the one gentleman does not have a costume on.
Did he bring a costume for you as well?
He did.
Okay.
So my GM's like, all right, it's fine. Don't be that guy. By the way, you reek of liquor. I'm like, yeah, I had a rough night. So she said, walk down Canal, go get a costume. So I'm walking down Canal. This guy's like 6'7". There's only one plus size costume. It's a Tooth Fairy costume.
Okay.
I'm like, that'll be funny. So I buy it. She was $40. No return. I'm walking back down Canal, and it hits me. Oh shit!
This guy's gay.
He's gay.
Oh man! Can't give
gay.
a gay guy a Tooth
They're gonna think I'm
Fairy
calling
outfit.
him a fairy. So naturally, I gave it to him.
Oh my god! What an idiot!
And a few people gave me some looks like, what are you trying to say? I hid in the office for the entire day in like one of our breakout rooms, hoping everyone would forget about it Monday morning. And then I walk in on Monday morning and the person that sits next to me goes, oh, here comes the homophobe. And then everyone stares at me. And now I'm the douchebag of the office that calls people faggots via their Halloween costumes.
But at least you don't write tampons on transgenders.
That is
That's
true.
realist.
That's why I knew I could come here and not be judged.
I didn't write that, by the way.
We didn't say you did.
Well,
Look
more-
at that
Next time
guilty
I see
conscience
Kaylin,
talking.
I'm going to make her write tampons on a piece of paper.
So you can see how she writes it.
Yeah.
Well, luckily you won't ever see her again because
That's
I'll never see her again.
Oh, you tell them.
Well, real quick, just to put a cap on Rory's story so we can get the fuck out of here. Why don't you tell them where you work? Because I got a feeling they'll be hiring soon.
And I told Twitter, and I ended it with, so is anyone hiring?
Yeah, they'll be hiring soon. So if any of you guys need a job, you can take fucking Michael Rohr's spot at this nice job with the gay people that hate him.
Yeah.
That's great. I feel like I'm missing something, but it's fine because I've rambled enough.
I feel like we are.
This episode was cool.
Yeah.
I'm just happy to see you guys. I haven't seen you guys in a long time.
I feel like it's been longer than a week, even though it's just been exactly a week.
No,
I was thinking about when I was coming here today. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to see my bros. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's been a long time. And I'll see you guys. I'll be here for the next one. Oh no, I actually want to see if we could do the next one on like a Monday.
The next
Yeah.
one should.
No,
but
we
you have
should-
your show on Monday.
I know, so I want to try to do it early. We'll talk about it. Anyway, beautiful people.
Oh, we're gonna go to your show on Saturday, right?
I'll be
Roars? We're
in
gonna roll out to
Philadelphia.
Philly.
Yes.
So everyone come out. Yay.
Philly will be lit.
Oh
We're
yeah,
gonna make
come
a
out.
night
We are in tonight. We are at the Middle East in Boston. Tomorrow we are in Providence.
We
I
recorded
was
this
just
in Boston, by the way.
the other day.
Friday.
You got flown there?
Friday.
No, I drove this time.
You probably got flown there. Friday we are at Toad's Place in Connecticut. Saturday we are in Philly at I want to say Coda.
That's
Coda in
correct.
Philly. And then Monday, you already know what it is. Highline Ballroom, New York City. All Love Lost. Be there or be square. That was really corny.
It was.
Next
I think
time,
I'd rather just be square.
yeah, I'll think of something cooler to say next time. Beautiful people, thank you for listening. And I'll talk to you next week. Peace.
Bye, guys.